Imagine you're driving down a quiet road and you see this, a magnificent adult bear, a mother hopelessly caught in a roadside snare. Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're sharing a story that's both heart-wrenching and incredibly inspiring. Imagine you're driving down a quiet road and you see this, a magnificent adult bear, a mother hopelessly caught in a roadside snare. Her distress was palpable, her future uncertain. This was the scene that greeted rescuers one fateful morning, a sight that kicked off one of the most intense and emotional rescue operations we've ever witnessed. The clock was ticking. Every moment she was trapped, the risk of injury and severe stress increased. Police and wildlife experts knew they had to act fast, but tranquilizing and freeing a powerful, terrified animal is no simple task. It requires precision, courage, and a whole lot of heart. The first responders on the scene were the local police. They immediately secured the area, keeping both the public and the distressed bear safe. You can see the tension in the air as they assess the situation. The snare was tight, a cruel and indiscriminate trap. It was clear this wasn't a job they could handle alone. The call went out to the real specialists, a team of wildlife veterinarians. Their arrival marked a turning point. Armed with tranquilizer darts and years of experience, their mission was to sedate the mother bear safely so they could get close enough to work. This is always the most dangerous part of any rescue. The dosage has to be just right. Too little, and the bear remains a danger. Too much, and it could be fatal. With bated breath, everyone watched as the veterinarian took aim. A perfect shot. Slowly, the powerful animal began to succumb to the sedative, her frantic struggles giving way to a much-needed calm. The team moved in, a coordinated dance of expertise and compassion. You can see them here, carefully approaching, speaking in low, reassuring tones, even though she was asleep. They worked quickly to cut the thick wire of the snare, a stubborn reminder of the danger lurking in our shared environment. Every snip of the cutters felt like a step towards freedom, but freeing her was only the first battle. A closer examination revealed the snare had caused some serious injuries to her leg. She was weak, dehydrated, and in pain. Leaving her in this condition wasn't an option. The decision was made to transport her for medical care. Gently, they loaded her onto a specialized stretcher, a challenging task given her size and weight. The journey to the nearest zoo, which had a dedicated wildlife rehabilitation facility, was filled with a quiet sense of urgency. The entire team knew that her life, and potentially the lives of any cubs she might have, depended on the next few hours. At the zoo's veterinary hospital, a full medical team was waiting. They conducted a thorough examination, including X-rays and blood tests, to assess the full extent of her injuries. The news was a mix of good and bad. There were no broken bones, but the deep lacerations from the snare required immediate attention to prevent infection. She also needed fluids and nutrients to regain her strength. For the next few weeks, this hospital became her temporary home. The veterinary staff worked around the clock, cleaning her wounds, administering antibiotics, and providing her with a specialized diet to help her recover. It was a slow and steady process. In the beginning, she was groggy and disoriented, but day by day we saw her spirit returning. We watched as she started to move around her enclosure more, her curiosity piqued by the enrichment items the staff provided to keep her mind stimulated. She began to show that incredible resilience that wild animals possess. The team kept human contact to an absolute minimum, a crucial step to ensure she wouldn't become habituated to people. The ultimate goal, after all, was always to return her to the wild, where she belonged. Meanwhile, a parallel search was underway. A mother bear this time of year almost certainly has cubs. Wildlife officers scoured the area near where she was found, listening for the telltale calls of young ones. The thought of them being orphaned was a heavy weight on everyone's mind. But after days of searching, no cubs were found. It's possible they were old enough to be semi-independent or, heartbreakingly, that they didn't make it. But without any sign of them, the focus remained squarely on getting their mother healthy enough to return to her territory. If there were older cubs in the area, her return would be their best chance of reuniting. Finally, the day everyone had been working toward arrived. The head veterinarian gave the green light. Her wounds had healed beautifully, she had regained her weight, and most importantly, she still had that wild spark in her eyes. It was time to go home. The journey back to the remote forest, far from roads and human settlements, was a celebration. The same team that had carefully loaded her onto a stretcher now prepared to open the door to her transport cage. This is the moment that makes all the struggle, the long hours and the emotional toll worthwhile. The door slides open. For a moment she hesitates, sniffing the air, reacquainting herself with the scent of freedom. And then, with a powerful stride, she steps out. She glances back for just a second, a silent acknowledgement, before disappearing into the dense forest, back to the life she was almost robbed of. Watching her vanish back into her natural habitat is an indescribable feeling. It's a victory for compassion, collaboration, and conservation. This entire rescue was a testament to what can be achieved when dedicated people, from police officers to veterinarians and wildlife experts, come together for a common cause. It's a powerful reminder of our responsibility to protect the incredible wildlife we share this planet with, and to work towards a world where cruel traps like these are a thing of the past. Her journey from being trapped and helpless to running free is a story of hope we wanted to share with all of you. Thank you so much for joining us for this incredible story. It really means the world to us. If you were as moved as we were, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more stories of rescue, rehabilitation, and release. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.